In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best visual cue in NBA 2K25 to help you never miss a shot again. I have analyzed every jump shot visual cue and have found the most consistent jump shot cue that nearly eliminates RNG. After figuring this out, I have been able to consistently hit shots like this, and this, and even this. There's been games where I haven't missed a single shot, which people think is not possible in this year's 2K. This visual cue gives you the best timing on any jump shot, no matter the rating or the build. This means this can work for bigs, guards, locks, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you the way you can specifically time this cue to keep it consistent across any jump shot. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, before we dive into the visual cues, I want to explain how they work for those who aren't familiar or those who want to know more. Hello everyone, it's your favorite gangbanger / YN Kaponsky. I work very hard to make these videos for you guys, so you should leave a like and subscribe if you don't want a bullet 6 inches up your ass. It only takes a second. Here, I'll watch while you do it to make sure you don't run off on me, nigga. Thanks, I hope you did it, or I'm gonna have to smoke your ass. Oh, and God. Your visual cue tells you exactly when to release the ball in order to get your jump shot within its green window. Every jump shot has a designated green window, but you won't ever see it if you can't release the ball at the right time. Think of it as if you're clicking a stop button in between two red spots, but exactly in the middle you have to time it is a nice little green spot. This allows a shot to be green, essentially meaning that if you can time this right every time, you can generally green every shot. Now, RNG is in the game, but the developers themselves stated that although the green window of a shot may shift, it always depends on the visual cue. This means that no matter what jump shot you have on, no matter what type of build you're on, you can green almost all of your shots if you memorize your visual cue and release it at that same visual cue every single time you shoot. The best players in this game know this, and they take advantage of this to shoot noticeably better than people who don't. There are 4 main visual cues in the game, and each of them allows you to let the ball go at different times in order to reach that green window. The 4 are push, jump, release, and set point. If you want to know in depth on how each of these work, you can watch this video here, but the secret and easiest to visualize visual cue is the release cue, and I'm going to explain exactly why. The release cue is special because it is the easiest to see in terms of all visual cues in the game. When using the release cue, you're going to want to release the ball as soon as your player's hands begin releasing the ball out his hands. That's why it's called release. This is so easy to see when you're shooting and allows you to stay consistent, because you know when your player begins to release the ball, that's when you're going to release the button. To practice with quite literally any jump shot, I'm going to make a random one here and show you exactly how it works. Understanding the mechanics behind a release cue can significantly change the way you shoot in the game, because although there are many different type of shots and shot timings, if you know that exact release cue, no matter what type of shot you're taking, you're gonna be able to green it as long as it falls within that window. And like I said, the devs have stated that although the green window may shift, you can find that window every time based off of your release cue. So this means for any jump shot on any build, no matter the rating, no matter the badges, if you can find that green window every time you shoot, you can green nearly every single shot. Now, to go more in depth on how to see this, we're gonna go slowly and I'm gonna explain to you exactly how it works. So to explain, when you're shooting, there are a couple milliseconds where your player begins to release the ball. I chose release because this is the easiest to see and to visualize. For the other cues, you have to notice smaller things, but for this one, it has the obvious thing to notice, and it's so easy. Once you get used to it, you just don't really miss anymore. It's like that's a thing of the past. So when you're shooting, you're gonna notice that your player's hands begins to let go of the ball at a certain point in that jump shot. You can very easily know this, and when you begin to see your player let go of the ball, that's when you're gonna want to let go of the square button. If you tempo shoot, it's kind of the same, but I'll get into that later. When you see his fingertips or the ball beginning to leave his hand as if he's, releasing the ball, that's when you're gonna want to let go of square. When you do this, no matter what type of shot you take, no matter if it was a shifty shot, a spin fade, a post fade, anything, the green window is gonna follow the visual cue. And as the green window follows the visual cue, so are you. So if you're coming off a shot, say a fade or a spin, the visual cue is gonna go along and it's gonna be at that exact point when he begins to release the ball. Once you experiment with this, you're gonna see exactly what I'm saying. You're gonna realize that a lot of these shots that you didn't think you could make are greenable if you follow the visual cue. A lot of people don't actually know that the visual cue will always determine the green window. They think the green window is in the same place every time. That's why some people have have problems saying, oh, I'm releasing it the same time every time. Why am I not greening it? Because the green window is changing. The green window won't be at the same spot every time, but it will follow that visual cue. So whenever you're taking any sort of shot, if it's limitless, if it's a spin fade, if it's a pull up, the visual cue will tell you when to release the ball every single time. It seems like this is common sense, but not a lot of people actually know how this works. So remember, when you're trying to time your jump shot, understand that the green window will follow the visual cue every single time. That is how you can master shooting in this game. I can literally create new builds, try literally random jump shot, and literally release the ball at the exact same time that I notice my player is releasing the ball, and it will be green no matter what type of shot I take. This is because it follows. I know I'm repeating that a lot, but I need you to understand that the green window follows the visual cue, not the other way around. And if you shoot the ball the same every time, you release it at the same time every time, it's gonna be different, especially when RNG starts kicking in and it starts pushing that green window out the way. So you need to understand that your green window follows your visual cue. Once this is ingrained in your mind, you can create any type of shot you want and you'll be able to green it. As you guys can see by these clips, I'm literally shooting anything. If you've been watching this whole time, I'm shooting from fades, I'm shooting anything, and it's just easy because I know that when my player begins to release the ball, that is that exact millisecond in which 2K allows the green to go in, where they say, okay, this is where I want him to release the ball if he wants to green a shot, and I'm gonna make the visual cue tell him that every single time. So I'll release it there and it's green nearly every single time. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are interested in my content. I will be pushing out new videos. I have been a little delayed, but I'm back and I got you guys with more and more content. Seriously, nursing school is not easy and I play football. Leave a subscribe now before I smoke your ass.